Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today in this tutorial I'm going to show you the process of making DI mats and why we are making DI mats and what is the importance of DI mats when it comes to the final look. To demonstrate a DI mats, I have this comp and I will play the shot for you. So as you can see, this is the shot, and in this shot I will tell you what exactly we added. In this one, obviously the robot and these banners here, you can see those Chinese banners, and obviously this guy also, and in the end, in the background, this entire thing is a DMP patch, so we added this thing also. And by the way, this shot is from that short film called Anima. So I already talk about this Anima short film a lot in my channel, so if you have not watched, I will put the teaser link in the down below so you can watch the teaser. It's not released yet, but hopefully it will release very soon. So meanwhile you can watch the teaser, and I think in the teaser you can see this shot also. So this is the shot, and we are providing a DI mat obviously for the robot itself, this robot and these banners and the BG DMP what we added in the back. Alright, and I already have a comp which I included a DI mat. Just want to show you the DI mat. We are providing a EXR. If you go to the layer tab, you can see the mat layer we have. Basically we are using RGB channel to add a mat for each element. So in this case the background, these banners and the drone itself. So in this one I'm not using alpha. You can see the alpha is black. For sometimes we have to use all 4 channels, and in this case you can see I created only one layer which is called the matte layer. But in many cases you have a multiple DI mat layer, and in those DI mat you have all 4 channels with multiple elements included. That will be very complicated, and those 4 very big shots. So this is very small shot to just for you to understand the DI mat process and why this DI mat is important. I can tell you right now. If you don't know, when we are working on a shot, we get a neutral plate. That means the temperature of the plate is neutral, and on top of we are doing a comp. So you can see this is the plate we get, and this is the comp we did. So this is the plate and the comp. We don't want to touch the plate at all. We want to blend our element with the plate, whatever plate is provided for us. And then after we adding all those elements, our shot is get final approve, all things are done. Then we are providing a DI mat for colorist. So what they basically doing, they did a final grading, just like I will just show you. Basically, like assuming this is the final grade. So this final grade is happening in the DI side. In our side we will providing this output which matching with the plate. We don't touch, we are not touching the plate at all. Only thing we are providing is DI mat. So the colorist can use those mats, just like I will show you here. If I use the red one, I think red is that BG, so use the blue. So they are using like this. So they are controlling each element by using those mat that we are providing them like this. You can see for this, and I can use a green channel for that banners, and for the background I can use a red channel. So you can see it's affecting like this. That is how they are doing. So this is in the theater, you are watching the final output which is graded by the DI artist. For the comp you are seeing the live, but in the final they did on top their own color look based on the film and story and all those things. So they did a final grade, and then we are seeing that output in the theater. So this is the process of DI mat, and it's very important to provide a proper DI mat. I mean, we don't want to mess with the DI mat. What I mean by that, sometimes the DI mat have many holes or many holdout issues and all those things. So if I show you this shot, this background and this thing is properly hold out with the car and this front wall. I think, yeah, see this thing. If anything is overlapping, what I mean, like if the drone is overlapping on the red, so we need to properly hold out this thing together. So I will show you how to do that, and it's very easy. A lot of people are get very confused about how to make layers in Nuke and all those things. So DI mat is a part of understanding the layer systems and how to use these copy note and shuffle note properly in your Nuke script, and how to use the remove tool properly to get a proper DI mat. Why remove is important? If you check in my layer stack, I just have RGB layer with alpha, and then we have this only matte layer, nothing else. Sometimes you are not providing the alpha also, so that time you can use the remove node, add this one, and you can only keep the RGB and the matte. In this case we are getting, I don't know, but so we have to keep it. Okay, now I removed alpha. So sometimes we are only providing RGB and the DMAT itself. Okay, so this is the small explanation about DMAT. So let's see how I made it in this one, and we are making a new layer. So currently the name is called mat. I will make a new layer called DMAT, and then we will add all those layers again. Let's get started. All right, so I remove the previous shuffle nodes in the script. So now we don't have any DMATs. Let's view it from there, and you can only see we have RGB and we have a denoise plate and the plate. And why we are using those to degrain and regrain these things. So I can just add a remove node here, and I can say that because I'm using here, so I can open the properties panel. I can keep this only the RGB, and once we create a DMAT, we have to keep that also. So now if I view it here, you can see we have RGB and the alpha. What I can do, I can also remove the alpha and only keep the RGB, because I don't need alpha in the final, because we are not providing alpha. Sometimes we are providing, but most of the case we are not providing in the alpha in the final output. So this is the empty script, and I will just quickly walk through the script. Basically I will just quickly walk through the script how this is done. So this is the plate. Obviously I'm using a stamp here just to keep it clean, but you don't have to. This is just for the explanation. And in this case I can see, so this is, we added a hole here, you can see in the plate itself, and then on top of that we are adding this BG element. So it's a DMP patch, you can see. I will show you quickly. So this is just a small patch, and we did a lot of things here, and then we added. So but we need that patch as a DMAT layers. So in the end, always I add your DMAT in the end, because here we did a lot of correction, we added a lot of transform and all those things. You can see the transform, and we did a lot of things. Here we need to add a shuffle. Now let's use a B here. I'm using a B here, and I'm using a alpha. So always we are when we merging any element onto a B pipe, we are using their alpha to make a DMAT. In this case you can see alpha is pure white, but our element is this much small. Most of the time you're not facing this issue because you just pre-multing here and then adding on top, but this is a different scenario. I will just quickly fix that, but I will show you the basic principle of making DMATs. You are using alpha channels, and then here I will go here and make a new layer, and I will call DI YMAT, because I'm using RGB layer to add a different layer in different channels. That's why I added a DMATs. Click on RGB, this button, and you can see all 4 channels have been added. Let's press OK. And it's saying DMATs does not allow the name of the layer. It must be contain only the letter, digits or understand. I think we did some mistake. Let's press again. Okay, DMATs, I guess. Now understand, because we need to add underscore like this. Okay, so now you can see DMATs is added. Now it's empty. So I'm putting this alpha. Let's I will put in a red. So the background is in a red. So if I view it here, you can see it's red. And when it's merging, we are not seeing it, because when we merge, we need to add here in this tab. This is also merge. So in this one you can merge everything. So I want to merge only DMAT layer, and now you can see it's automatically merging, and you can see it's hold out properly because we use the under operation. And if I do a over, you can see it's not like this. So I want under operation, and you can see it's properly hold out nicely. Okay, now if I use a grade just to show you the point, and I'm using this DMAT red, you can see I'm only affecting the background. So this is the way you can quickly check in the alpha. In the mask you can just add your DI layer, and you can check that way. Now we added successfully the first layer. So what I can do, I can just go here, and just for the safety purpose I can add a remove node here. Always add remove node and keep the channel that you need in your down script. Okay, otherwise it will get very heavy. So in this case you can see I don't have anything. For the demonstration purpose I can just keep RGB because I need alpha, and then I can use my this node to add a channel. So I will quickly just add a color, maybe like this, so I can understand. So this is for the DI. So let's copy paste this one. So this is the another layer. I don't know which layer this is. Yeah, this is for the banner. So they are merging here. So let's add a shuffle. You can see the remove node is already there. So I'm just using a shuffle node, and make sure you change the channels. So red is using for the background. I can use this second color. I can use this green color for this element. And now here we need to do DMAT. We need to merge the DMAT also. And now if you see, now we have 2 layers. Of this one you can see this layer will not gonna add, because I'm using this same layer, the same a DMAT layer. That's why they are merging in a same layer again. Okay, and let's again go down and see what else we have. Obviously in the down we have this robot, so it will show initial frame. You can see this robot. Okay, again the remove node already there. Let's add the shuffle here. Open the properties panel and use a blue channel. Okay, so like this, and in the merge I can just simply do a DMAT. So this is very basic example. Now I merged all the DMAT and they are doing a proper holdout. You can see, you can go back a little bit, you can see they are properly hold out from the car, and we have very nice DMAT. So in the end, remember we added this remove node. We have to keep here DMAT also, and all others layer will be removed. So if I view it from here, you can see only DMAT and the RGB layer is there. All the layers are removed, even the alpha. So you can see it's only toggling the RGB and the DMAT. You can see here it's only toggling RGB. So this is the way you can use, you can create a DMAT and then add a crop and all those things. And remember, in the right node, make sure you do all channels, so your DMAT and your RGB is included, and then you hit just, and you can hit render and you get your DMAT output like this. And you can compare from here to here, because the name is changed, so I can just view it here like this. Let's see, we have some issues. So if I zoom in, we can see in the DMAT we have some holes here. You can see it. We need to remove them, because when you're providing a DMAT, we need to give them a very clear canvas so they can do color grading properly. So you can see we have this big hole here, so we have to identify where it is coming. So let's see, let's quickly find out. You can see, so this is light, and you can see the alpha itself is like this, because we need to keep that light. If I view it from here, you can see in the comp we have that light. You have two options now. You can remove from your before making your DMAT layer, you can remove it from here. I mean not here, you can remove it from here. Alright, or you can do after you creating a DMAT. What I mean by that, if I view from this merge, you can see we have this hole here, right? To remove this hole, what I can do, I can use a grade node, and first of all I need to check my DI layer. So you can see if I select sample, you can see the value is above 1. So first I need to clamp this. Okay, and I'm only clamping my DI layer, so I can select my DI layer like this. Now it's clamped. You can see the value is 1 in the red, and then in before or after, let's see, let's use before. Use a grade and use a roto and select the matte layer and just draw a roto like this. And I think, and if I increase, so you can see it's removed, and we have now very good roto. So this is the way you can just fix your roto like this. So this is very easy way to fix your roto, your DMAT. So now in the end we don't see that hole, just like we are seeing in this. If I turn off, you can see we have that tiny red hole. Now it's not there. Okay, so this is the way you can fix your DMAT, and make sure it should not affect your RGB, because if I remove it from here, then the comp will not gonna match. So we don't use, you can see I'm not touching the RGB, I'm only affecting the DMAT layer itself. Alright, so make sure you only touch the DMAT, nothing else, while fixing your DMAT. So this is very simple example to add DMAT and fixing the DMAT and treating the DMAT. I use a shuffle node to make a DMAT layer like this, or you can use a copy node also to make a DMAT. I will show you that also. Turn off that one, and we are here, right? So for example, let's see, if I add a copy node, because we already created that layer, the DI layer, it will be there. So I'm just connecting this like this, and what I can do, I can use alpha channel from this and put that alpha channel into red. Alright, so if I go here, you can see we are getting this red, and in the merge we are also seeing this. So sometimes you are not using merge, so I mean just quickly remove from here. So to merge the DMAT, we are using copy node also sometimes. So like this, if I do this, and I'm basically adding an additional node to copy that. So I can remove from, I don't need to copy the alpha, I need to copy the layer. So I can select like this, and now you can see it's there. But the one problem you can see, it's not hold out while we are using the merge. If I use the merge, it will basically doing a holdout for me automatically. That's why it's always recommend to use the merge, also merge mode here. But sometimes it's not possible to use this. For this situation you can use this multiply node. So we can use this multiply. I can just connect it here, and I can connect from here, and basically I can use my DI layer and use the alpha from this side to do the exactly the same operation. And then because it's affecting only the DMAT, you can see the DMAT here is good, and here because of the multiply and I'm affecting only this DI layer, it's getting hold out. Then I can just copy using this copy node, and then you can do the same thing here. The one problem you're going to face, so let's see if I'm merging this one. Okay, for this one I'm again using copy node, connect this one here like this, and let's remove from this and let's copy the DMAT. You can see because the same layer, the copy node is basically replacing whatever the DMAT is coming. You can see it's only giving us the one option, only one layer you can copy. If this layer have a different name, then it will not gonna replace, but because of the name is same, that's why it's basically replacing it. If you are making a one DMAT with multiple channels in the same name, so the copy node is not gonna help you. It will only copy once, and then if you use twice, it will basically replace. So in this situation the copy node is not gonna help. So in this one I have to use the merge operation, or you can use another merge to do the same operation. But in this case I'm using this one. I'm just adding a DMAT, and in the thumbnail I can, in the node view I can see the DMAT I'm adding, because in the node tab I added this value also merge, so I can see which channel I'm merging. So the DMAT is merging. Now they both are combining. So you may ask, so how and when we can use the copy node? So the copy node you can use when you need to copy the entire DMAT layer to some other read node or some other pipe. For example, you can see we have this mat layer, but in the comp we have this DMAT layer. So for this situation I can just connect this one like this, and I can just copy that entire layer into this pipe. So now if you view from this, we don't have a DMAT, but after this copy node I can have a full DMAT. I mean, I'm copying entire layer into my B pipe using a copy node. You can do the same thing with the shuffle also. If I use a shuffle like this, and if I connect like this, alright, now we don't have but in this one we have to specify a few things. So first we need to select from here, and we need to select that DMAT, and we again need to select that DMAT, I guess, and then you have to connect like this, and then they're both doing the same thing. But in the shuffle you have to do a few more steps. You have to connect, and you have to select DMAT here and all those things. So you can see the both are doing the same, but a copy is very good because it have multiple options. We can create a layer, we can also copy the existing alpha, and we can replace the alpha. We can do many things here in the copy node. We can just create one single channel. So as I said, and obviously you can use a remove node if you need to remove some extra channels from the layer. So I can just keep the layer. I can use RGB, and I can use a DMAT layer also. Sometimes you don't need I don't need this red one. So what I can do, I can just only keep the green and blue, and I can just remove the red. So that way you can see I basically removed the red, and I'm only keeping the green and blue. So that's how you can use the remove node also. There are many ways to customize your DMAT, and if you apply any node, you can directly affect to DMAT also. So I hope you understand. So this is the very basic introduction of how we can make a DMAT in Nuke, and how basically you can use it. Make sure your DMAT is very accurate and you don't see any cropping, and just basically do a tech check before checking your DMAT. And always use a grade node and just plug it like this, and select your mask in the DI and see where it's affecting in the background, and check the edges. So it should affect properly. Make sure you have nice fall off in the DMAT according to your comp. So all those things we need to check. So this is introduction, and basically give you the information about DMAT, the process of making DMAT, and why we are providing it. And so if you want to know more about layers and channels in Nuke, I have a full tutorial about layers and channels in Nuke. You can watch that, and so you can understand better the layer system in Nuke, because the layers and channel system in Nuke is very powerful. Every comper should understand properly how to use those to your advantage. So it's not just about creating a DMAT. You can use the channels layer system to do a very complex layering stack, and very you can build very good comp without adding too much pipe here and there. I hope you learn something from it, and let me know in the comment what else do you want to know about comp workflow, how we do in the industry. So all those things, please put your question in the comment so I can read and I can pick any topic which I will think is it valid to share with you. Thank you for watching, and please let me know your thoughts in the comment, and we will see you in a very next one. Have a good day.